everybody? We're back out here in the new shop. This is going to be our first video ever filmed in here. I'm really excited about it. It's not completely wired up yet. I've got an extension cord running a light from the ceiling, but it'll do for now. It should be hooked up sometime this week. But what I have sitting in front of me is something I've been meaning to work on for a little bit and get it on camera. I've done a few things here and there, but there's some things that I want to go over and get it on film. I'm really excited about this one, so let's see what we got. Alright, what we have here is one of the most hardcore quads ever made. This is a 1986 Honda FourTrax 350. Full-time, four-wheel drive, 350cc motor. I've done a little light mods here and there. I got a 24-inch light bar on the front of it. This one right here is going to replace this light that used to be up here. This light wasn't on the quad when I got it, so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is just build a new bracket and have it mounted here so that I can have a high beam set up. This is wired into the low beam, so I'm going to wire up the high beam so we have high and lows. I've already put a new set of bear claws on it all the way around, and these are some grippy tires, but it does need work. Yeah, it's dirty. It's dirty. A quad is supposed to be dirty. So, aside from that, there's a couple things that I need to get done to get this thing right. The shocks on this thing are absolutely shot, and I have a whole new set to go on it. I've put a new battery in it. The old one just wouldn't hold the charge anymore, and it just didn't work. This piece right here, I had this originally, and I took it out to Busco and lost it. So what I'm gonna do, instead of trying to find this piece, I found it at one point and it was $85 for this little plastic piece right here. I want it, but I don't want it that bad. What I'll probably do is bend some aluminum plate to kind of fit this lip and just go over right here and maybe just pop rivet it on there or something. Yeah, just to give it a little bit more of a finished look. It won't be perfect, but it'll be better than what it is right now. I've already got the front light bar installed, and it works pretty good, but I would like to have the high beams on it. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna get these shocks put on. All right, got the new shocks ready. Let's get after it. All right, so we gotta take these shocks off. We got a bolt here and a bolt up top. Let's go ahead and get them broke loose. For any Honda engineers that may or may not be watching, I just have one question. Why? I got it out of there. If you have an 86 FourTrax, or I believe they ran this model from 86 to 89, any of those, and you're having trouble changing your shocks, this bolt right here will not come out because it's flanged and will not clear this differential. All I did was take my angle grinder and grind off one side. Didn't damage the top of it, I just flattened out that one part, spun it to where it would meet up, and then slid it across that differential and it came right out. It's aggravating, but it works. I pressed the bushing out of the shock right here and went ahead and slid it on here. There's like a built-on bushing that's made onto this bolt. I took this and sanded it down just a little bit because it didn't want to fit through the shock on this new bolt. It's a little bigger than what it's supposed to be. So I trimmed this down a little bit, sprayed it with some WD-40, and I still can't quite get it to go on there. Oh yeah. See, Honda engineers, that's all you had to do. I don't know why y'all gotta make it so difficult sometimes. I grease it up with a little bit of WD-40. Make sure it goes in the bottom bracket first, and then slide it in. That one went on a lot easier than the first one. Alright, so we got the rear shocks done. Let's start working on the fronts. Make sure that you don't lose that little lock collar right there. Yeah, boys and girls, I would say that this muffler is trash. Oh well, I'll figure something else out. Wife came in and looked at it. She didn't actually like the bar that I was gonna put up here, so she liked this one instead. It's a little bit smaller. I've got several of them. Originally, you had a low and a high beam setting for the original light that's set up here. I don't have that original light. I only want to use this for high beam, so I just figured out that the blue and the green are for the high beam side. So, originally, it sat on here like this. If I can get it to go on there, yeah. It sat on there like that, and the original headlight mounted here. Well, I'm going to change it around a little bit so I don't have to make a new bracket. This one's already fitted for it. I can just flip it around. So just take it like this, and I can mount it right here. Let's get that lined up. Mount it like that, or I could turn it around and go like this. I actually like that one better. I like that better. If I do decide later that I want to find one of the original high beam headlights or the fog light, I can just reuse this existing bracket. The only difference is I'm going to drill a hole in it in the center of it right here and mount this new light right there. I think it'll come out pretty nice. So let's do it. Alright, so before we get started finishing installing this light, I wanted to show y'all something. I've got obviously these strip wires right here, and I don't want to just twist them together and put tape around them. I've done that before, and a lot of times it works, but I mean, if you get in like a water situation or something, they want to stop working, and I don't want to worry about all that. So I went on Amazon and I got this male and female wiring connectors terminal set. It has both blade and bullet connectors. I'm going to be using the bullet connectors in here. There's like a ton of these things in here. I mean, look. I think it said it's 1,000 pieces. it's going to be a while before I use all that. And it even comes with the little pieces of heat shrink go around it. I mean, I thought it was cool. Came with this crimper too, which I thought was baller. So we're going to give them a shot, see what happens. Low beam, high beam, nice. All right, so we've got new shocks installed on the 86 FourTrax. We've got the new light installed on the 86 FourTrax. The only thing we're holding up on now is the muffler. The stock muffler is completely shot. It's I tried to remove it and it just fell apart in my hands. So I'm going to order a different one as well as a jet kit. I didn't much care for the stock one anyway. It was just bulky and ugly looking. So Amazon to the rescue for that one. As soon as it comes in with the jet kit, we're going to tear this thing back down. Unfortunately, as with most quads, you've got to tear basically this whole thing apart to get to the carburetor. So we'll get the carb rejetted, we'll install the new muffler, and then after that, we're pretty much done with the FourTrax, which is going to make my wife insanely happy, which is going to make me happy, so she'll quit yelling at me about it. If you haven't already, you can like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook at Mini Bike America. You can also pick up a t-shirt, hat, or hoodie from Stover Customs to help support the channel. And until next time, y'all get up, get out there, and get after it.